Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be showcasing Feixiao and Boba March 7th together. And before we get into today's video, let me know one of your favorite video game series from your childhood. For me personally, I have to go with Kirby, and if I had to say a specific Kirby game, I would more than likely have to go with Kirby Superstar Ultra. Lastly, if you guys enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe to win your next 50/50 and also hit the like button to support the video. Now, let's get straight into it. For today's showcase, we are going to be showing off Feixiao, and oh my gosh, she's getting so close into the camera. We're going to be showing off Feixiao, Robin, Aventurine, and March 7th. This is going to be showcasing just an alternative if you guys do not have Topaz. March 7th is a pretty nice free-to-play option, so let's show that off for today. And Kafka is going to be our victim again, which maybe it's deserved for all the times she's dominated me. I don't know. So to start off the fight, we are going to use Robin's skill just to give ourselves the damage boost. And now we're going to give some tasty boba to Feixiao.
Damn, that shit good.
There we go. And we are also going to be using March 7th's ultimate on the enemy in the middle right here, just so we could do some damage to that enemy. Feixiao is going to come in with a follow-up, which is awesome. Now we are getting hit quite a bit, but it's perfectly fine. Now with Feixiao, we're going to be focusing on that middle enemy right here. And now with March, we are going to use our enhanced basic attack. So with Aventurine, we are going to use our basic attack and then also use our ultimate right here. There we go. And now with Robin, we are going to basic attack the horse. With Feixiao, I'm going to now use my skill on the horse just to distribute some more damage evenly between enemies, like so. And now with March, we can go back to basic attacking the enemy in the middle right here. And now with Robin, we are going to use her ultimate, and I'm also ready to use Feixiao's ultimate now. And if we take a quick look at all the buffs Feixiao has, holy moly, she definitely has a bunch. This horse is about to get freaking beat up. This is vengeance for all the times he's kicked me in the face. And wha-bam! And the horse is freaking dead. Good riddance. Goodbye, Mr. Horse. Bam! Now we can use our skill with Feixiao. Follow up right here, and there we go. And now we have freaking 10 flying Aureus stacks going into this next wave here, which is awesome. Okay, so we are going to do our follow-up with Aventurine, which is awesome. And we're definitely not going to get dominated. And now with Aventurine, we're going to basic attack, and then we are going to focus on Kafka right here. We're actually going to use our ultimate since we do have the buffs from Robin active. Deal as much damage as possible. There we go. And we actually have two back-to-back ultimates. We're actually going to be able to break Kafka here, which will definitely help with our damage output. There we go. Wha-bam. And now we can use our enhanced basic onto Kafka like so. With Robin, I'm going to use her skill just so we get more energy. And ooh, she's actually getting hit, which is actually perfect for this. Bam. So now with Aventurine, we are going to attack the enemy on the left since we are preparing to literally beat up that enemy as best as we can. So now I'm going to attack the enemy on the left like so. There we go. March is going to come in. And now March actually has her enhanced basic attack, which is awesome. With Robin, we are going to advance forward the entire team. And now I'm going to use my ultimate on Kafka right here. There we go. We're going to use our skill. Wha-bam! And she is now dead. And now we can finish off this fight. We literally got a 0 cycle. And if we take a quick look at our light cones, I'm actually using budget light cones for this build. Well, I don't know about this one. I guess you could technically get this one if you save enough currency in the shop, but it is a standard 5-star light cone. And then of course, March is running Cruising the Stellar Sea, Feixiao is running Sword Play, and then Robin is running this free-to-play light cone right here. So yeah, also this light looks so freaking weird. Why is it so blue? Everyone turned blue. What is this? But yeah, this enemy is now a goner. We were able to get the 0 cycle with this team. And now let's do it in normal speed just to see the glory. Well, bam. I didn't crit. Okay. Feixiao, please crit so I don't look embarrassed. And boom. Boom! There we go. We got a 0 cycle, which is awesome. And now let's show off our builds fully for today's video. I just can't believe Feixiao freaking embarrassed me at the end like that. Like the first hit just didn't crit, which I mean, to be fair, kind of makes sense. I do want a bit more crit rate with this build in particular. Before this showcase, I actually recorded a different showcase, which had her signature Lycon equipped, which in that scenario, I had almost 100% crit rate, but I currently do not. But when it comes to building Feixiao, you want to get as close to 100% crit rate as possible because you want to ensure that her attacks from her ultimate are 100% crits. Because if you don't get some of the crits, you'll definitely be missing out on quite a lot of damage. But here are the rest of her stats. And in my opinion, it is worth sacrificing some of that crit damage for that crit rate, because the thing is, she's actually going to be able to give herself crit damage, as we can see right here with Form Shift. And then if you are using Robin hypothetically on the team, Robin is also going to be able to give the team some crit damage as well, as you guys can see. And it mentions that crit damage dealt when all allies launch follow-up attacks will increase by 25%. If we look at Feixiao's ultimate will actually be considered a follow-up attack as well. And this means that she will benefit from buffs that are related to follow-up attacks. For example, let's say Topaz's Proof of Debt. This will be able to benefit Feixiao's ultimate damage, which that's one of the many reasons that Topaz is one of Feixiao's best partners, just for getting those Flying Aureus stacks, the Proof of Debt, and so on. But of course, I did want to show off March for today because she's a nice free-to-play option. For Feixiao's Lycon for today's video, I wanted to use one of her best 4-star options, which is Swordplay. And here are some nice alternative Lycon options you can use. For her traces, they are maxed out. For her relics, we are using the Duran Dynasty 2-piece and then Wind Soaring. And lastly, for Eidolons, I have not activated any of Feixiao's Eidolons, so this is an E0 S0 Feixiao. Now, if we look at Robin, here are her stats. For Robin's Lycon, she is using the free-to-play option for Tomorrow's Journey, and here are some alternative Lycon options you can consider as well. For her traces, they are maxed out. For her relics, we are using 2-piece Prisoner, 2-piece Musketeer for the attack bonuses, and then Spretly Vunwag. That energy regeneration definitely helps out, especially when the Lycon we have equipped does not have any energy regen on it. So this will just help contribute a little bit more for getting more energy for Robin. For her Eidolon, she is completely E0. For Aventurine, here he is, and here are his stats. For his Lycon, we are using Moment of Victory, and here are some alternatives you can consider. For his traces, they are maxed out. For his relics, we are using Inert Salcedo, Knight of Purity Palace, and Ash Blazing Grand Duke. This is a bit more of an offensive Aventurine build. I wanted to go for this just so he can deal an okay amount of damage himself when he does attack enemies. As for Aventurine's Eidolons, he's completely E0. I have not activated any of these. And lastly, we have our adorable Boba March, or as some like to call her, Hunt March 7th. I like saying Boba March though, because she's so adorable. But we have a good amount of crit rate, good amount of crit damage. We want March to be able to definitely help contribute with the damage potential of the team, since she is our secondary DPS for our team we are using today. And here are the rest of her stats. For March, similar case, you do want a good amount of crit rate for sure, because this will help contribute to making sure her enhanced basic attacks are crits. And then for her Lycon, we are using Cruising in the Stellar Sea, which is an awesome free-to-play option you can consider on March. But here are some alternative Lycon options as well. For the traces, they are completely maxed out. For the relics, we are using Rootlint Arena and Musketeer of Wild Wheat. Musketeer of Wild Wheat is awesome for her crit build. Rootlint Arena is awesome because we'll get a bit more crit rate, and also our damage dealt by our basic attack, which is March's main source of damage output. Those enhanced basic attacks, this will now increase by 20%, so that's awesome. And March actually has all of her Eidolons, because in 2.5 we will be able to max out our March, which is definitely awesome. This extra energy at the start of the turn is really good as well. We'll also have now E6, which will increase the crit damage dealt by her next enhanced basic attack by 50% after using her ultimate, which definitely gives you even more reason to heavily invest into her crit rate because of this. So honestly, on my particular March build, while she does have a lot of crit rate and crit damage, I could sacrifice once again some of that crit damage for more crit rate. the same would apply for this scenario, especially because once again, Robin is going to give a little bit extra crit damage for the team. And then also when it comes to March in particular, she will now with her E6 increase her crit damage dealt by her enhanced basic attacks by 50% if you use her ultimate beforehand, which normally when you are playing her, you want to do this anyway. And I would say March is honestly, once again, a really nice free-to-play option to consider using with Feixiao, especially because of March's E2, which will allow her to launch a follow-up attack after her Shifu uses a basic attack or skill to attack an enemy target, which now means when Feixiao uses her skill, March will now be able to unleash that follow-up attack, which definitely contributed to getting a lot of Flying Aureus stacks when we were doing our run. And I did mention this tip in my previous video, but for those that haven't seen that video, the way I personally like to play Feixiao is I like to hold off on using her ultimate until all of the buffs from all my allies are active on her, as well as any potential debuffs are inflicted onto enemies, due to the fact that this will allow her ultimate to deal as much damage as possible. So even though in the beginning of our run, we were able to get those 6 stacks really fast, I wanted to hold off until Robin was able to use her ultimate, so then we'd have all the buffs that occur when Robin is in her Concerto state. So that's the reason why I was holding off on using Feixiao's ultimate and I wasn't using it right away. And do keep in mind that you can hold up to 12 points of Flying Aureus, so this is awesome in this scenario where you hold off on using it so that you can get as many buffs as possible on Feixiao and just deal a bunch of damage onto an enemy and essentially nuke that enemy. They're literally getting sent to the Shadow Realm with Feixiao's ultimate. And as long as you put her on a team that has high attacking frequency, which can be considered follow-up attackers or even characters that are on the faster side, this will definitely help contribute to getting Feixiao as many Flying Aureus stacks as possible, which will allow you to maximize her potential. And this is a great reason why Robin, for example, is really good. Robin's ultimate, for example, is going to, of course, give those massive buffs, but she's also going to be able to advance everyone forward by 100%, which now gives you more opportunities to get Flying Aureus stacks for Feixiao. And then for Aventurine in particular, he's just a really nice sustain for follow-up teams, but some alternative options, of course, you can consider an Aventurine slot. You could consider a Gallagher with multiplication, for example. That could be a really nice free-to-play option. I could potentially see Lingsha being really good on this type of team comp as well when she does come out. So I'll definitely try that out as well just to see how much Lingsha can contribute once I'm able to test her out and release those showcases for you guys. But I would say Aventurine is definitely one of the best in slot characters, but if you don't have him, it is a-okay. There are some alternatives you can use, and your goal once again will be to attack as frequently as possible just so Feixiao can get those Flying Aureus stacks for her ultimate. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. I had a lot of fun showing off Boba March alongside Feixiao. It would be so cool if they had like a little training arc together, because March just got taught by Yun Li and Yang Qing, so like what if March levels up and then she ends up getting taught by Feixiao? That would just be so freaking cool. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. I will be showing off more teams. I have Moze on my list and some experimental teams I want to try out as well that will potentially release very soon too. But yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like to support the video, and stay tuned for more Feixiao showcases coming very, very soon. I hope you all have a great one. Peace.